Hello there, and thank you so much for attending our recent event. I spoke about personal branding and reaching your audience online. And so I hope that these free tools will help you to navigate that just a little better. Now, there are no new ideas under the sun, and this is definitely not rocket science. So, some of these tools other people have given to me, and I want to share with you. Others I've developed on my own, and this is just the strategy that's worked for me. Doesn't mean it will be the perfect mix for you, but I hope some of these will help you along your way. So, two of the things that you will receive is this mind map, basically a social media content planning calendar. This is just a brainstorming tool. In fact, this is the real one, but I'm going to use another version of this. This is a ginormous version that actually has a hundred boxes on it. I give this away in person, and it's a ginormous poster. So go down to your local craft store and get yourself a huge poster board if you need more room to think. But this is the tool. I'll give you access to this. And so you can print this off. And if you've ever sat in a high school English class, you probably know what a mind map is, right? In order to work with this mind map, you're definitely going to have to know who you are and your personal brand, which hopefully by now you definitely know that. But you also need to know who your ideal client is, your ideal audience, the target audience. So if you think about this light bulb as your target audience, we want to start thinking about the things that your target audience is talking about. What are they thinking about? What keeps them up at night? And each one of these little circles is the the topic that you will create content around. So if you are someone who coaches stay at home moms, for example, you might want to talk about your relationship. You might want to talk about your home. You might want to talk about your kids. You want to talk about time management. I'm in business, and my ideal client are women business owners. So they are talking about feelings of imposter syndrome. Negative self talk. They're worried about their website and their SEO. They're worried about their ads and employees. So, trust me, there is plenty that your ideal client is worrying about all the time. So, write out five or six or seven of those main broad topics that you can speak to your audience about and something that you can create a conversation around. Once you have those larger topics, you want to come over here and look at this column that says your audience or your business. Now, if you're creating this for your own personal social media channels, you want to look at your audience and think about these topics that are up here. So, if we want to talk about relationships, let's just use that one. What does your audience love about relationships or about their partner? What do they hate about it? What do they believe about it? What do they value and dream of? And so on. As you can see, you can go down this list and begin to think and brainstorm things you can talk about as it relates to each one of those larger topics. And then just blow out all of those ideas on this planner. Again, this one here has 100 days worth of content that you can jot down your idea for and begin to create those. As you look at this document, you'll see P/V. That stands for picture or video. What is this going to be? Just a still picture? Is it going to be a photo you have to take in your office, or is it going to be a reel or a video? C stands for content. So that means what are we going to talk about or what are we going to write about in that actual content? So this is just your brainstorming tool and idea. Don't spend too much time on this. You're going to have a million ideas. Not all of them are going to be great, but at least you're going to get a good portion of ideas by using this tool to start with. Once you have all of your ideas blown out on that content planner tool, then you can come over to this 100 days of content spreadsheet and begin to type out each of those topics. As you can see over here on the left-hand side, first of all, when you open this up, you're going to see that you must save this as a copy in order to edit. You guys will just have view only. So come up to File, make a copy, and that will make you a copy that you're completely able to use and share with your team or whoever else you're working with. Also, this how-to video, if you're watching it, you probably know, but it's right here in this red spot. So save this as a copy. Over here, you're going to want to write out your topic. So if that's relationships, type the relationships there. And then here is where the magic really starts to come in. And I'm going to show you my 100 days of content, the one that I actually am actively using all the time. So as you can see, my topics over here on the left, negative self-talk, personal development, kids and parenting, business in general, health and wellness, tools that I use, um, marketing. I have a lot of topics, marriage and relationships, the hard truths. As you can, and then down here are some of the local events and other events that I am currently promoting. But as you can see, each one of these posts has a photo. Some of them have a video as well. And here is the conversation or the content that I'm going to post. So as I have those ideas on my brainstorming tool, I come over here and type out the content that we're going to be using for that specific post. Then I also go and either take or find the photo that we're going to use for that post. And then I put a link to it in the drive here. I have a completely separate folder that I use for all of the social media content that I create as I create it. I may create it from my phone just right here at my desk and then upload it to a drive folder and immediately put that link on this spreadsheet so that my team has access to this for whatever editing purposes they are using it for, whatever. You can even put a link to a drive folder with multiple clips. Say I'm going to turn this post here into a reel. Right now, I just have a photo link to it. I also have the conversation or the content, the copy that we're going to use on our post. But what if I wanted to make a reel? I could create several clips of the reel that I'm going to make, put them in a folder, and put that drive link right here in this box for my team to come over later and edit that reel down. Then they can replace that link with the finished reel. I can't tell you how much time this has saved me on waking up every day and wondering what the heck I'm going to post. So I really hope that this tool is useful for you. You can make as many copies of it as you want. Make a new copy every 100 days. Use the same one over and over again. Trust me, people do not remember all the content you create and post. So feel free to monitor this and repost and repurpose the content that is performing well for you and create more content like that. I know this is really overwhelming probably to a lot of people, but at least these few tools will help you to organize those thoughts and the topics that you want to speak to reach your audience, and then translate them onto a single document where your team or you have complete access. And if you will just set aside a couple of hours per month, per week, however the cadence works for you, I promise you that you will have a much more consistent social media strategy under your belt and begin to reach your ideal clients. Thanks again. I'm Amy Singleton. Go follow me at The Real Amy Singleton or connect with me at amysingleton.net. Have a great day.